I have been blown away with the research that I've done so far for quantum sound therapy. And Helena showed some of the images. If I just shared one of the images, if I could share that with everybody, I kind of explain to you what we're seeing here. I just send a
Yeah.
request to share my screen. So this was I get invited to all different types of areas. People want me to research on their homes, on their centers, and they want to understand how they can bring more coherent energy. So we have been doing research on a lot of different technologies. The purpose is, if you're seeing on the screen here, the dots that we see on the screen, these are about every second. We have these sensors that will send a kind of like an impulse into the environment, and it will collect where the energy is getting collapsed. So imagine if there is a almost like these waves that are going away from this device to the environment, and at any point that these waves get collapse with another field. It could be Wi-Fi, EMF, it could be entities, it could be a lot of different things that if they are in our environment, then they can show exactly where these waves that are being produced are getting stopped. So if you look at the orange dots on the screen, that's a before scan that I did on the environment. And we're just, running the sensors before turning on the Serenasphere in this case. And as you can see, the waves that were produced and that were being emitted to the environment, that they were breaking in all different areas. So that shows us that there's a lot of chaos in the environment. So if you look at the purple color now, that's the scan that we did immediately after. We ran the Serenasphere for about an hour. And what we experienced was that, as you can see, when we talk about 0 point energy, I have done a lot of research of understanding like how we can actually calculate 0 point energy, because there's a lot of technologies that they claim that their technologies are producing 0 point energy. And 0 point energy is like a higher consciousness information that's within the field. That's the field of coherence. And if we can tap into that field, then that's where almost like miracles happen. So that's what I've been experiencing with the Serenasphere and the miracle, based on the research that I've done. We have tested up to 10 different properties right now, and this research is ongoing, and we're using the technology on all different ways to be able to research the power of the science. And you can see for yourself of how all the different particles, when these waves are being produced, now they're collapsing at one specific point. And that's how you see all of these dots that they come together. So where I have seen this kind of information, for example, we have done research with, let's say, a group of 2,000 meditators. And, we gathered all these meditators in a room and we measured the energy of the environment. And as you can see, like the where we see the orange dots, very similar pattern when we have 2,000 people in one big room and, there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of emotions, and all of this is like giving the birth to these vibrations or waves that are being produced in that environment. So then we would see this kind of a chaotic information. But then we'll ask everybody to, and I directed the meditation for 20 minutes, and we got 2,000 people. And these were gurus, shamans. These are people from India that were like very, very advanced in the art of meditation. And once they sat down and they meditated for 20 minutes, this is exactly what happened to the energy of the room. As we can see with all the dots coming together and creating that area of coherence, that area of higher vibration. So to run the Serenasphere for an hour and being able to have the effect of the same effect of 2,000 people meditating in the same room, that gives you the power of what we're dealing with here. So I just wanted to share this and quickly just refer to it because I know Helena wasn't able to really explain the dots and the images, so I wanted to put my 2 cents in for you to show you how powerful it is what we're doing and how we're truly creating that 0 point energy. And that's why I'm all on board. And I've told Helena that, it's my honor to be the scientist for this field and to help you guys to grow this science. Because just imagine if we can bring these to different homes, to different environments, just imagine what we can do to Gaia, to our mother. And, my mission in life is to empower Gaia. My company is called Gaia Healers. We bring people, we educate them on how to influence the energy of environment, to influence the biofield for people, and how to affect the energy of waters around our globe. So with this technology, it's like the match made in heaven for Gaia healers because we're able to influence the energy of environments. We have measured this in homes that we did our last immersion in Jensen Beach. And once we started to measure, I wanted to test the energy in the pipes where the water is actually passing through. And I was able to collect one of the highest energy levels I've ever collected from the energy of a tap water, which usually we get maybe 0 to 1 joule of energy from tap water. But in Jensen Beach, we were up to 5 joules of energy in the water that's just coming out of the faucet. So now just imagine that's the water that we're taking a shower with every day. I mean, people put filters in their homes and, but when we go and take a shower and we have all this, the chlorines and fluorines and all these different particles in the water that's influencing our skin. Now that's a high level research that I would love to add into, this field of how we can actually influence these beautiful healing energies into the water molecules that we're taking a bath with, that we're cooking our foods with. So that becomes a super, super powerful and honored and blessed to be here with you guys. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you thank you, Dr. Nima. That's amazing. And so think about it this way also, if we're able to repattern the water running through the pipes in a home on Jensen Beach, we're repatterning the water in your body and the water in the body of everyone, the body of Earth.